It's Friday. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. Got my foot up. Steve and I just got back. Thanks to everyone who watched his debut. That was fun. He got to tell a couple secrets. We had a wonderful time up in Lido Beach. Hi, Miss Sherry. How you doing? I'm hoping my computer works a lot better this time. There we go. Let's see. All right. Morning, kids. Well, it seems like it's still going to have a little bit of a glitch, so we'll refresh one more time. Hi, Deborah. We got the card of the day. Hi, Jay. Hi, Valeria. I'm going to ask your question. I posted that I would be live at at 12 Eastern, and I had several questions. We've got a lot of really great questions for today. Valeria was one of them, so I usually always post the morning of that I'm going to be live at 12 noon Eastern on the community page. So you can always find the questions and subjects and topics that we're going to read on there if you like. If you want to post one. And while we're waiting for a few other people to join us, I'm just going to tell you that you can schedule a reading with me. You can go to my website, thewayofpositivechange.com, and you can schedule your own reading at the time and date and the length of time. It can be a half hour or an hour. Hi, lucky girl. How you doing? And so, if you ever want to do a reading, that's how you do it. You schedule your own appointment. And we're going to talk about the Way of Positive Change Facebook and Instagram, which I do a daily card of the day, and I'm hoping to make them into videos here very, very soon. So I look forward to that. But right now, I'm doing it the same way I've been doing it since 2011. And our card of the day today is the King of Pentacles. And that's just really not what we wanted to see at the beginning of our holiday weekend. Because we want to have fun, right? We want to spend some extra cash on some goodies to eat, some yum-yums, and some extra fun things to do. But he's telling us, okay, just be a little careful. Just watch what you're doing, avoid extras, in the South when it's not just extra, it's a little on top, it's extra. So just be careful. Be really careful with your cash. Don't overspend. All right. Hi, Miss Rebecca. We'll drive safely. Anyway, I hope everyone has a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. I will be back on Monday. My brother, is still here until Wednesday. And but we've got all kinds of fun things planned. And, going back to the card of the day, the King of Pentacles is the CFO, is the Chief Financial Officer of the tarot, and he tries to keep us in line with our finances. So, and we're all trying to lose weight. Of course, a little trim, a little there. You guys know I'm doing that intermittent fasting. It seems to be working a bit. My daughter-in-law lost 9 pounds. We had dinner with them last night, and she announced that. So that was cool. We've all lost a little bit of weight. So I'm still nursing my broken foot, and I re-injured it at the beach a bit. That was an icky surprise. The sand is very uneven. We were at Lido, my favorite beach, Lido Beach on Longboat Key, off the coast of Sarasota, Southwest Florida. And, the sand is very uneven, even when you're in your boot. You put your foot down and you don't know if the sand will tilt it this way or this way. And granted, it's in the boot and protected, but it's too much movement. So I was only able to walk down to the beach one time. But if you saw the pictures I did of the eclipse on Facebook or Instagram, The Way of Positive Change, you'll see that I had beautiful views from the porch, from the balcony, and I took great pictures, and I loved it, and we had a great time, and the hotel was absolutely gorgeous and wonderful, and the pool was my best friend. So that's that. All right. I also wanted to let people know that I was able to, Lucky Girl had told me that somebody had asked in the live chat to enable the closed captioning, and I have done so. I thought I had done it before. Hi, how Spirit works. So I thought I had done it before, but I reworked it and I got it going. So if you know of anyone that had trouble previously, please let them know that it's working well now. Okay. And I forgot to bring my book over here, and I'm not going to go get it. Oh man, I should get it. I'm not going to get it. I'm reading again, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I'm going to do a healing question that I think everyone is going to want to see the reading that we're going to do on that. So I'm going to wait until our room and our family, political tarot family is full. And so when we get, like 150 or close to 200, then we'll go ahead and do that reading, because they did an experiment and about prayer and your emotions and your intentions and healing. So, and going into the past, and I found it fascinating. So we're going to ask about that. All right. First, we have so much going on right now, but first, if you didn't watch that last video that we did with my brother's debut, which was so funny, thanks for all the very kind, loving comments. We saw that Marjorie Taylor Greene was indeed still having her tower moment. We kept getting the tower for her. We got the tower for her, the reading before that. And she's still having tower moments. So I want to ask, okay, so we know she's got the tower. We know that she's having repercussions for what she said within her own party. I want to know if she's going to be removed, if she's going to have to leave. That's what I want to know now. And then also be sure you watch that last video with Steve's debut. It says my brother Steve's debut. Because we did a reading on Don Jr. and that looked like he was going to have a problem, an issue with the police, with the popo, and some stuff. So you're going to want to take a look at that. Yes. And the big news, of course, is that in the last reading, our guides and angels showed us that there would be an announcement, a major announcement coming up about some of the upcoming charges. And we've got the grand jury in Manhattan. So that was an awesome announcement. And thank you, guides and angels, for that. That was really wonderful information. And they even said, that it would take some time after that. And they announced that it would be 6 months. So we're holding on to that. Anyway, let's take a look. So thank you for hanging in there with me for the announcements. Thank you for all your well wishes and healing that you're sending for my foot. I really appreciate it. It's better. It was better yesterday and better this morning. So thank you so much. We'll look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene. We saw she was having the tower moments. Hi, Katie Moonchild. Hi, Pamela. So we saw she was having tower moments. She got the tower twice. That was pretty surprising. That was a really awesome reading. That was cool. I love it when that happens. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene be forced to leave? And everyone say thank you to Jay for typing in all caps the question. All right, what's coming out for her? Oh, she's having a hard time, and she could be shoved out a little bit. She's not going to be allowed to play all the reindeer games, is she? So, of course, we don't wish anyone ill, sort of, kind of, but we have to be very careful with our vibration. So let's keep going. Hi, good vibes. Oh, thanks, Gretchen. Thanks, How Spirit Works. All right. Is Marjorie Taylor Greene, is she going to be forced out? I'm going to force her out. I'm going to force her to leave. All right. I guess I'm going to continue to play. Try to refresh this. I'm going to try one more time. Go into my channel. Then we're going to take a look. Let me know if you've read that book, you guys, that I just talked about, the Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I know I've recommended it to a lot of people in readings because we're all striving to have better and more healthy habits and thoughts. All right, so when we were shuffling on MTG, we got the 5 of Pentacles. She's not having a good time. She's not having a good day. She's sad. She's being left out of some of the reindeer games. Some people don't want to play with her. Some of her own constituents, and so that's not very good. And I think she's a bit regretful. So if you can imagine that, right? Okay, yeah, she's not feeling so great about some of her former words. Looks like something else could catch up to her. Because this is the challenge. The second card is the challenge. I'm almost done on that instruction video, you guys. I'm almost done. Going to a big park this afternoon. I'm going to write down the finishing touches. Okay, she knows she's got to bring it more into. She knows she's got to rein it into balance a bit more if she's going to get anywhere. Before she just wanted the control. That was in the past situation. She just wanted control, and so that's where she went with it. And she followed the orange lion. And she wants the money, and she thought that's where she was going to get it with this type of these type of comments and rhetoric. Okay, now it's getting better for her. She must be at another rally with the Mapster. She must be at another Gates rally, right? Yeah. Oh, she's going to be the star. So she's going to be she's going to be speaking. All the limelight, all the spotlights will be on her. She's going to talk. I don't know what she's going to talk about. She hasn't learned. She's still going to say something. And people are going to throw swords. So they're not happy with her. They're going to say negative things about her. Behind her back and to her face. It isn't going to be good. So she's got another spotlight moment coming up, and then face plant. So this is face plant, tower. The 10 of Swords. That isn't a good card ever. Now this takes quite some time. We've got a lot of cups here. This month, and this card means 6 months for me. Now that doesn't mean it's going to take her that long to, or take that long for the GOP to kick her to the curb, or to put her in timeout, or put the tons on her. So, but there's a lot of emotion around this. It's not. This isn't. I don't think it's immediate with these cards here. There is going to be some sort of paper, signature paper, proposal, written proposal. Formal complaint, written warning. How many written warnings do you get in Congress? What do you get? In a normal job, don't you get written up like once or twice and you're done? So she's getting written up. Jay's like he's rolling dice or something. Okay, show me the deck. So not yet, but here's a proposal to remove her. So there's going to a motion will be made. So here it is. Let's see what's on the bottom. Okay, she's really rocking the boat, and some people in the party are for her, and some are not for her. So it's a very mixed. It looks like it's at about almost 50-50 right now. So we'll have to stay tuned. So let's stick to look to see if after like 6 months does she. Go out after that. Ooh, the Trumpsters don't want her out of there. They're going to fight to keep her in. She's hanging on. Let's just say she's hanging on for right now, but she's going to do a face plant, and there is going to be a motion for removal. So that is happening. Doesn't show her leaving quite yet. Okay. petition, motion, granting a motion, proposing a motion. How do you do that? That's what she's going to have. She's going to face some written things that are written because it's the Page of Pentacles. Proposals, written proposals. Oh. Yeah, this is still coming. There's, some of those people, they just don't want her out. Okay. I'm going to have to change my seat. Just a second. Okay. Oh, thank you, How Spirit Works. I am this close to 6,000. If you haven't hit that subscription button and turned it from red to gray, could you, if you please? Thank you so much. Makes our dreams come true. All right. All right, so we saw that the charges and the Manhattan, all right, and the grand jury. Okay, now that this has all been announced, and Trump, he has left. What is today? Oh, no wonder. I'm sitting here wondering why I'm still having computer issues here. Thanks, Miss Stacy. Thanks so much. I got your email. I'm working on that class. I'm almost done. And Mercury went retrograde, right? Today's the 28th. Didn't go retrograde yesterday, right? Right along with the eclipse. Okay, so let's see. I know Trump went up to Westminster, whatever the name of that Trump place is up there. My brother and I were talking the other day, and he said, do you think Trump is going to flee? Let's ask the question, if Trump is going to flee the country. And I've always, any of you guys that's been with us in our Tarot community for any time know that I consistently think that he's going to go to Dubai. I think Jared and Ivanka, they probably already have their place secure. I'm pretty sure. But we're going to ask them. Now that we're getting close to, and the grand jury's in there, and Weisselman is flipping like a pancake. Is number 45, is DJT, is he going to flee the country? Will he flee the country? So what if I'm going to flee the country? He is a flea. Is he going to flee? Oh boy. All right. So in order for me to read the comments, oh, hi, Stephen Haggerty. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Just have to keep refreshing. Okay. Not yet. He isn't finished collecting all the coins yet, is he? I want more. I want more. Let's have some more fundraisers. Let's get it. And he says right on his website and in his speeches, just send it to donaldtrump.com. Thank you, Miss Prairie. I got my fingers and my eyes and my legs crossed for you. All right. No, he wants more. Please send me more money. DJT.com or whatever it is. Now, since this Knight of Wands is at the bottom, at the root of this reading, and the Knight of Wands is all about travel and change, and he's going past the pyramids. All right, so he's been thinking about it. He knows that's a distinct possibility that he may have to go. Depends. He's been basing it on whether he can get everyone in the government to support him. He's making all these pleas. You got Page of Cups, Knight of Cups on the side. False promises for money. He's still trying to, okay, so he has already looked. He's already scoped it out. And of course, he wants to know where he can continue to make money with shipping and trade, right? Because this is the merchant card, the Three of Wands. He doesn't want to go, though. He doesn't want to leave the United States. He doesn't want to leave the Quackers. Okay. And we're going to talk about them and about the evangelicals. I've got a whole big list here, and we're going to go one by one through the Trump kids and the Jared. No, listen, he wants more money. It isn't enough yet. He's not satisfied. He is not satisfied. He wants more. Okay, and he wants to go where there is wealth, Dubai. He wants to go where the weather is warm and Mother Nature is kind to him. I think Dubai has temperate weather. I'm going to have to research that. I don't know. Let me know if any of you guys know. I know that they have everything, that the wealth there is, the enormity of the wealth is overwhelming. And I know they have, indoor skiing and all kinds of crazy, no matter what the weather is, there isn't anything you can't do. You could go, private pool, there's pools inside, it's crazy stuff. Okay, he is searching. He is searching. And this is the Virgo card. So watch what he does during the time of Virgo. So the end of August through, I don't know what, September 20th, something like that. Watch what he does and the information that comes out in and around this time. And that will tell us. Right now, it looks like he could retreat to somewhere else. So I'm going to say yes. Even though we don't have like this or the world card up there, I'm saying he's searching, he's thinking about it, he's definitely considering becoming the hermit. If he can't get all the money and all the support that he needs with the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Four of Pentacles. If he can't get it, he'll be looking for, that's exactly what he's looking for. I'm going to ask specifically about Dubai. Sneaky Pete. Sneaky Don, Sneaky 45. Watch what he does. Let's mark that down. Please mark it on your calendar. Somebody mark it down for me. I don't have any extra notepads here. Something during the time of September. Okay. He's definitely contemplating fleeing the camp. And he's going to take everything. Remember, in the Seven of Swords, he has as many swords as he can hold, and it isn't enough. He's going to go set them down, and he's already looking back, surveying that there's two here he didn't get to carry out. He's going to go back and get those two, right? Till then, he's going to be the carny, and he's going to bark, and he's going to ask you to give him more money. So, all right, there we go. Okay. Sneaky Pete. That's truly funny, Karen Anderson. That is truly very funny. Okay. All right, let's go through the list of the children because we know there's going to be indictments coming. And so let's see about Ivanka. She be brought up on charges. Okay. Ivanka, the inauguration funds, she'd be brought up on charges. She's facing charges. Did you see where she acted like she didn't know why Sparkle? When someone mentioned him, oh, there's the hammer, there's the club. Oh my goodness. She was saying, no, it's my dad, it's my daddy, but it's my daddy. I was just doing what my daddy wanted me to do. But the emperor's on his side. Now, he will turn on her. He will turn that baton. He will use it any way he needs to. And this could be that he presents the problem. He is the challenge to her. Do I say anything against him? Will he say anything against me? So how to get around Dad, the emperor, the father in the tarot how to get around him is her biggest challenge, right? course, that's common sense, but we didn't even know that that existed in that way. Here's the judgment, the calling to, oh boy, ooh, she is afeared. Wow, is she afeared? Okay. And she knows they've all been talking about maybe we should all get up on this pony and get out of town, right? Oh boy, she doesn't want to go either. Boy, this is like, where do you want to go, Ivanka? You want to go here? You want to go there? Where do you want to go? You want to go to France? No, they'll turn you in. Where do you want to go? Switzerland's too cold. They're going to go somewhere. Okay, here we are. It's temperate. Temperate. So we have to look at the places that have temperate weather, right? So that's what we have to find. That's what we have to start asking about. I was going to ask strictly about Bali. Not Bali. Why did that just come up? Now we're going to have to ask about that too. I can't see that supporting them though. Bali, but I'm going to ask about Dubai. Okay. All right. Some of the same cards you saw me shuffle. Oh my God, same cards. So daddy and daughter are having the very same conversation. You saw me shuffle, right? So it isn't abnormal. Hi, Mr. David Curley. It isn't abnormal if we're asking, especially about two members of the same family that are going through the same thing, right? That we get some of the same cards. All right, what's on the bottom? All right, she doesn't want to go. But Dad, you said you'd help me. And my kids, she's the mom, of her own children. So she comes up as the empress. So she wants more money. So they're all going to try. This is their game plan. Let's make as much money as we possibly can. And let's go. Let's take it. Let's find it. Let's buy it. Let's go. That's it. There's your answer to that. Oh, and then is she going to be brought up on charges? And so I'm going to ask, so this is our outcome card, the Hermit. So that means there's definitely charges coming. All right. Definitely charges coming. That was, all right. So let's see. Now we could take that again as the month of September. If they, I know they said 6 months, but all right. So how soon are the charges coming for Ivanka? Okay. Yep, there's a Sword of Justice. Sword. Oh, secrets, more secrets. Okay. So, there's stuff we don't even know about. That takes quite a while. But there is something very specific coming shortly. Okay. She already knows about it. She's aware of it. It's coming. And she's going to think it's unfair that somebody turned and this is coming up. So that happens first, and then then these take a while with the Queen of Swords. So yes, she will be. Yep, and they'll be brought by a female, initiated by a female. So that could be Letitia, but. Queen of Swords. Boy, somebody's really turning on her big time. Another female turned on her. Maybe it's Melania. She could become the Queen of Swords, couldn't she? Or she could just say bye-bye to the Don. All right. Let's take a look at Don Jr. That last video that we did, we saw he's coming up to trouble with the popo. Something about the car or the police or both charges. All right. Is Don Jr. going to be brought up on charges with this investigation? Grand jury and the Trump organization. Don Jr., the grand jury investigation, will he be brought up on charges? He's got some extra on the side charges, even without this. So does Ivanka, but just strictly about the grand jury, maybe. Because they're the officers of the company, right? So they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, so we got that for Ivanka, and then now we're getting it for Junior, and they're saying, Dad, but you said how come? Why is this happening? How'd you let this happen? They have a bandage on their head, 9 of Wands. Oops, there's the devil. Oops, his cards are looking worse. Okay. Because he wants to be free. Oh, and oh boy. So in his, remember we had the Fool card for him? He's playing and he's not watching what he's doing and he's getting caught. So his addictions and issues, okay, wow. All right, something's already happened here. So something has already taken place. We're not privy to it yet. He's taking things to extreme. He's partying, taking things to extreme. So there's a big problem here with this. I'm so fat, John Travolta, it's my birthday. When is Don Jr.'s birthday? Do any of you guys know? All right, he's having the tower. So kaboom, kaboom, boom, boom, boom. So he's headed tower. Tower is on the doorstep. That isn't good. And his whole way of life, his easy way of life is coming, crashing down. Remember, we don't want to wish ill. We want justice, of course, but we have to be very careful with what we're doing with our vibrations. We have to be careful. I know when I read for you guys, and I know we're talking, I know we're all human, and we say something really nasty about somebody's physical characteristics, or we wish they would just, go somewhere. Oh, he's a Capricorn. Okay, well, that explains the devil, right? Thank you, Jay. Anyway, be careful, because when you wish hurtful things on others, it really lowers your vibration, and we don't want that, right? We have a new life coming with the pandemic, ebbing, and okay, oh boy, he's just really having a bad time. This is not good for him. Yeeks. No, this is about as much drama, and boy, the tower is coming down. And so something that he did in the tower, let's just take it for what it is. So the meeting that was in the tower, right? So he's in big trouble. That's it. Who he met up with, and it's going to be one of the oligarchs. Yeah. He's going to try to flip and say, I have got information on one of the oligarchs. He's going to try to one up on this so they can get a bigger fish. That's what he's going to try to do to get out of this. And there's the police card. All right. Remember, the Chariot can stand for any type of armed guard, vehicles, modes of transportation moving forward. Duct tape. All right, so I believe that he will be brought up on charges, and his whole foundation will shake. I believe that the meeting in the tower has something to do with this, and something else with Trump Towers, the actual properties, even though we didn't get the Knight of Pentacles, and he's going to try to give information and get out of it. But yes, so the tower can only be a yes. All right. And he's going to have trouble with Popo. The Popo. All right, so if you're just joining us now, I wanted to let everyone know that I was able to enable to close captioning. I had to watch a video. I thought I'd already done it. I was very close. I just didn't hit one thing. So it is enabled if you are hearing impaired or just a little bit hard of hearing. You can use it now. Hi, Patricia. All right, let's take a look at Eric. Right, it won't be, yes, thank you, lucky girl. So it won't be for this particular live stream right now until later, but the last videos, if you want to watch the last video, and the previous ones, those are all ready to go. And that last video, my brother did his debut. It's about 32 minutes in to the last video. That was fun. He's still here. He leaves Wednesday. All right, Eric. Will Eric Trump be brought up on charges with the grand jury? All right, there we go. So, all right, let's take a look at Eric. Some of the associations and things that have he touched in the past could come up in question. Oh, all right. Thanks for letting us know that, David. Well, we knew they were going to block it. I have that on the questions too about Manchin. If they filibuster, will Manchin flip? All right, but this is Eric. Oh boy. Yep, he's in trouble. The justice card. Oh, there's secrets. Eric looks like he did some things he doesn't want to come out from the public. Hope you didn't see it. Sneaky Eric. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this looks like a document. However, he can go against someone higher up in the family as well. And so he has opportunity to wiggle and wobble out of that. He's going to get what he wants. He has room to wiggle. He's got some secrets. Woo! Does he have secrets? And he wishes nobody would see, but he's going to tell. He knows it could be the end of his family life. He may get thrown out. Well, what are they going to have left, for heaven's sake, right? So he has it. He's got something coming out. We're going to be like, well, what? Eric did what? What did he do? All right, now let's take a quick look at Jared. Okay. All right, quick look at Jared. Jared going to be brought up on charges from the grand jury. Okay, here we go. Here they come. They're working on it. Now, this also means, to me, this means there will be some other things, places that he traveled that will come into question, the Emirates, Egypt, places this is coming very quickly. All right, so this may be one of the first new things that we hear. Yeah. Challenges: how to announce it, when to announce it, where to announce it. Oh my gosh. All right. And someone else in the family was directly involved. He's a little concerned about his children. Oop, he too is looking for a place to go. He's getting out. He's leaving. He's like, I am out of here and I'm going to leave the family behind me. Delay. Trying to avoid the sword of justice. It's going to cut a deal. Oops. Oh, he's nervous and he's afeared too. So this is coming quickly, I think. At least the announcement is coming quickly. And then too, the Empress, even though, she's the sign of things blooming and Mother Earth and fertility and spring, it's also a summer card, with the warm colors. So yeah, he's really nervous. This is coming up really close. This next 3 to 4 weeks is going to be with my 7 of wands, on a scale from 0 to 10, you're at 7. That gives us like 3 to 4 weeks. Something could come out earlier than that. He doesn't know what to do. And he is daydreaming like, oh, I can do this, and I can use this friendship, and I can use that friendship, and that'll help. And he's not thinking clearly. So he is really confused. And he's afeared, and he's really concerned. What are we getting ahead on? What, Linda G, got ahead on? What am I looking at? What are we looking at that you want me to read on that Linda got ahead on? I know she's with Jen Lynn in Sedona, one of the only places I've never been. All the other spiritual readers and leaders in my own town community, even at my store, it was the only one. Yes, Deanna. What did she say? Let us know. Okay. Yeah, we all inquiring minds want to know. Oh, was it MBS? All right. How many? We have 194. Let me see. This is so important. I want to get to this. Okay. And then we'll go back to the political stuff. So listen, I wanted to share something with you. I'm reading the book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Right? Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So, and if you don't know who he is, go on YouTube. And actually, he did a video quite a while ago that's on, before he wrote the book, I think he did it, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And this isn't his first book. He wrote a book before, prior to this one. I can't remember the name of it right this second. Anyway, in the book, they're talking about quantum physics, of course. So I read where there was an experiment done on with people who are healers, which you and I and our whole family are healers. I refer a lot of you guys, and many of you do use your healing modalities in various different ways. Is Pootie going to give info to Biden on Trump? All right, we'll look into that. Okay, so now back to the, sorry. All right, so in the experiment, there were healers that were given the names of people that were in the hospital, and they were asked to please send healing and prayer. So they were to send the initiative thought of healing and direction and feeling of well-being, love, and prayer to these patients. And so they did. And I'll shorten the whole thing and sum it up. So long story short, these people received healing. The thing is, the healers didn't know that the list of names that were on the piece of paper that they were given to send the healing to were hospitalized 20 years earlier, 15 to 20 years earlier, with serious health issues, okay? So they actually sent the healing to these people for the time they were hospitalized, even though it was years ago, and these people did receive healing on a timeline that we're not all quite sure how to understand with quantum physics. So I want to know if, I'm going to ask our guides in the tarot, if we go back to, like, say, I'll use myself as an example. I went through a really, I was deceived. I went through a really bad spell with a divorce, and my spidey senses weren't working, right? And I didn't trust myself. So I needed a lot of healing. So that was very, very difficult time period in my life. So I wanted to know could I go back to that particular time in my life and send myself healing for that particular year, and could it have an impact on my life and how things are now? So you could pick, or I could go back to, let's say I injured myself on a specific day in May, and I want to know, could I go back to that day where I broke my foot and send healing to myself on the day that I broke my foot? So that's what we're going to look at. Okay, cool. Top dudes, right, Miss Charlotte? I know I love Greg Braden. I've read a lot. The Divine Matrix by Greg Braden. That was one of my favorite quantum physics books. You have to just completely pay attention to when you're reading it. All right. Okay. Very much like Eckhart Tolle's Entering the Now, or it's the Blue and Green book. All right, so let's see if we go back and send our previous self. So I'm going to ask very specifically, if I go back and I send myself healing for the day and focus on the day that I injured myself, will I receive the healing? Will it work? Will I receive healing? Yes or no, please, guides and angels. So if we send healing, so I can send you healing on the day that you got into an accident and you hurt your knee, right? And you've been in therapy ever since. Or another friend of mine that accidentally OD'd and has had muscle damage. If we go back, guides and angels, if we go back to the day of injury and the recuperation time in the hospital, will the healing work if we send it back to the day of injury? Please let us know. It worked in the experiment, and I feel that I know the answer just like you do, but I never thought about sending it into the past. And of course we know it's the electrical impulse of thought, but we must marry it with the feeling, right? And you may even want to envision the DNA strand and maybe just even uncoil it or just unwind the time. So it isn't just an intention, it's a feeling, to marry the two together. Okay. Okay, so don't do it too quickly. Take your time. So it can't be done quickly, right? That's what this is saying with the Knight of Swords. But we can have passion about it, and we can go back to do it. Okay, we have to remember it's very important to not only feel and but to send the intention, but to feel the emotion. Now this is very important that they're bringing this up. You would have to be devoid of anger when you do this. So in other words, I wouldn't be able to go back to the time that I was healing from the horrible thing that happened in the divorce. I wouldn't be able to be mad at my ex, which I thank God. Gratitude list is the only way to cut those cords. If you want to know about that, give me a call. The only way to cut those cords is to release by gratitude. And you're not doing it for them, you're doing it for yourself. So you can't go back with anger or intention to be mad at the person who hurt you. So be careful what you're bringing in there. Clear this all out, and we're having the eclipse energy still. We're not out of this energy for quite some time. And the next one is June, I don't remember the date. So Watch your emotions when you're going in there. You don't want to be angry at somebody or upset. So this is really important. All directed, the focus needs to be all directed to happiness and to sending the healing, but without emotional, without crying, having any other root or cause or issue. Towards family, it can be emotional healing with a family episode, but it have to go in without judgment or feelings of anger. It's only to bring love. This can work. If you bring the love, this is very much like what we were just talking about. If you bring the intention and the thought, and then you marry it to the love and the feeling, and you say these things out loud, you state your intention, right? These things that are heard in the divine matrix. And then, of course, we have the Hierophant, so the prayers. You can add those prayers, those words of prayers. With your intuition, allowing yourself to feel these things. Okay, more prayers, more thought, more intuition, more meditation, going deep inside this. So this is the exact opposite of, oh, I'm going to do this quickly and I'm going to go back, and then, then I might, get interference of thinking about other people that were involved in this or how I got injured, right? Okay, so, all right, so we're getting a big, okay. This is really important. We're only able to do this with clear thought and love, with clear, loving and intentions and thought and beauty and healing. If you have resentment, so the reason they're telling me this is that one of us, me or you, might need to do clearing work first. So you want to do some gratitude of, anything that you've learned because of that incident or because of the healing time or someone you met, We have to clear that energy first before we can move forward with it. You have to look at your belief patterns. And you can't hold any resentment against prayer itself or the origin of prayer or your fundamental religion. So look to see where that might be getting in the way, okay? So we have to learn, then let's see. Then we can have that healing, and then we can have our wish, and the outcome can greatly benefit us, all right? But it looks like we're going to have to really do, I might have to do, maybe we'll do it, I'll be back Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of this coming week. So maybe, and then I'll also be live with Sheila and Danny on the 1st on Tuesday. I think we're going to be on Sheila's channel, but I'm not sure, at 2 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Mountain, 11 Pacific. But one of the days, either Wednesday or Friday of next week, maybe Wednesday, we'll go into this in depth. I just wanted to get our thoughts rolling towards this so you could join me on this. So, and then I think we can receive this healing, absolutely, but we have to get rid of these blocks and resentments. After we get rid of the blocks and resentments, will we have the healing? Yep, we may have to talk to a therapist about it. Do the gratitude list. Okay, or fear, or doubts. Okay. Yep, I think this is something to celebrate about. And then we have that 9 of, right? 9 of Cups, right? So this is happiness and celebration, and that we can receive the healing. But these are some really, because quantum physics they're not fooling around when they're saying, don't do this without clear thought and intention, or bringing any type of resentment or stopped up chakra into Okay. Oh, speaking of chakras, you guys, I don't know, when we were traveling, I brought up on YouTube an old Johnny Carson with Shirley MacLaine. And so look up on YouTube, Shirley MacLaine, Johnny Carson, where she's explaining the chakras to him. She has cut out circles and she starts pasting them on. It's hysterical. You will love it. Oh, thanks, Phyllis. So we can do this, and I can send to you, and you can send to me, and that might be And then maybe that's the message that we should look at on Wednesday as well. Maybe I, without resentment or anger or any attachments to what happened to you at a specific time in 1976 or something, or 92, whatever. And perhaps then I can send that to you the way the healer sent to the patients that were in the hospital. So maybe that's really, now I'm getting the hit that that's really what they're saying about. So perhaps we should pray for one another, pick a partner or two, and I'll pray for you for that time, a specific date and time for healing, so we don't go with any preconceived judgments or attachments of resentments in any way. And then you can do it for me. So let's think about that. And we'll partner and we'll partner up. Thanks, Jay. That was really important for me. I really wanted to bring that up to you guys. So there it is. I know we're all trying to heal. Every single person I know is trying to heal something. All right. So we did that. I want to know the Nobelium cyber attack, the cyber snafus and invasions. I want to know if there's going to be a hit on our water or electric or something big infrastructure. Because they've done it again. They did it to USAID. I want to know if Nobelium is the group, I guess, that's doing this, the ones that hacked into solar winds. Are they going to go after the United States infrastructure? They did it to the Colonial Pipeline. Are they going to do it to water or electric? I like hundreds of partners, Miss Charlotte. Remember, the people in the experiment sent to several people on the list. It's a place for us to start, right? Oh boy, okay. They want to be those Nobelium cyber people. They spied and they went into the solar winds and they got what they wanted, and then they walked out and they thought they could use it for power. And they thought, oh boy, these people online, this is my online card. They were foolish. The United States were foolish. We just walked right in, took what we wanted. Now we're the star. Now you're going to pay us with cryptocurrency, and we'll wait for you to pay us. And there will be a delay and you won't be able to have services with something here. Oops. Legal jargon, and you will pay big money. Again, I'm getting this one particular building or structure, like a big power plant. Another big thing like Colonial. So I'm going to say yes, unfortunately. Okay. So hopefully, Mystery Achiever will timestamp. Oh my gosh, Lido Beach is heaven. It's heaven. There's crystal in that white sand. It's actually quartz crystal, and it's really great for healing. All right. My brother and somebody else wanted to know, since the GOP is blocking the, all right, we're going to ask about the evangelicals and the Quackers. But since the GOP is blocking and they're using the filibuster for January 6th, against the Bipartisan Investment Committee, and in addition to Voting Rights Act, will then, if they use the filibuster, if the Republicans use the filibuster for both of those, January 6th, and also, I think they just voted, I think David said, in addition to voting rights, will Joe Manchin vote to get rid of the filibuster? Yes or no, please. Finally get him to vote. Yes or no, Joe Manchin. We have ones. Oh, why is he afraid? Who's got something on him? Doggone it anyway. Why are his hands tied? Manchin got money or funding or something. What the heck? What in the cornbread hell? Oh, his hands are tied. Bye, Stephen. Okay, doggone. He's doing the will of someone. He's acquiescing to someone else's will. Okay. So first I'm going to say no. He's still putzing around with it. He's looking for an alternative. I don't think we're going to get what we want out of him soon enough. Somebody's pulling his strings. Somebody has his hands. There's a problem. Money and possible real estate involved in this. Are we going to find out what that is? Oh, that makes sense, Dan. Not right now. Waiting. I want this one too. All right, we will, but it isn't going to be right now. So, oh, okay. All right, now, there are many Quackerdoodles and dudettes spreading their stuff in the evangelical realm. Now, of course, we love good evangelicals if they're doing things in a good way. There's good and bad in all things, but the Quackers are spreading there. And there are a few pastors, and I did see on CNN that Billy Graham's granddaughter is speaking out against this, that it has nothing to do with biblical things, and she wasn't even sure if Jesus would be allowed in the way some of these, in the churches that are being run by some of these people. So there are pastors that are trying to shut this down. Okay, shut down the conspiracy theory. So I just want to ask yes or no. Will the Quackerdoodle movement keep growing? Yes or no, please. Quackerdoodle movement, will it continue to grow? Yes or no, please. And then I'm going to ask about what you and I need to know. And please, thank you for indulging me and allowing me to ask that healing question for us. But I think we got a really good advice, and I think we know what to do now. All right, but we'll elaborate on it if you want to join me on that. I know everyone's trying to heal something, right? Okay. Almost all readings, if we don't use Kleenex and cry in a reading, we're not quite doing the best reading ever. That's what I always say. Usually there's a few tears that come in. Okay. Boy, they're just risking just the shell game and getting people confused, and Neptunian energy, and it's still growing, and they don't have anything to offer them. Like, it's not like you're going to get salvation or anything. I don't know how they're getting all lost in this. Okay, it's going to be one church in particular, I think. There's going to be one building that's really going to try one specific place that's going to try to get people together or rally against this and bring clarity. They're still getting money. There are some churches that are really spinning this. Oh boy, it's still growing. It's growing. Gonna be a fight. All right. They become beleaguered though. And then they're really fighting to stay alive. So we don't have the chariot card up at the top. It's in the hopes and fears. They hope they can continue to grow, and they hope they can be up on top, and they fear that they can't get there. This isn't a good, wealthy, healthy, I'm growing card. This is, I have to struggle to survive, right? And I'm only going after the people who aren't in the highest vibration. So it's going to grow, and then I think it goes down. But right now, it's still growing. So this one, I don't think this is going to happen for some time. So that's pretty interesting. It continues to grow for a while, and it's really about the money, getting people on board and hoping that it spreads from person to person to person to person, spreading, and then it really struggles. Oh, thanks, good vibes. Thanks. I know we're all trying to heal something. All right. Okay, you guys. So don't, it's going to continue to grow. Good Lord, have mercy. Yes. Yeah, like that. It's going to take enough people to stand up, but there are some pastors that they know they're having trouble talking. There's a real good video clip on that on CNN. I listened to it when I was getting ready to come here, spend time with you guys. So watch that, and you'll see a couple pastors speak about how they're trying to deal with some of their own parishioners, and it's like talking to a brick wall. What do you and I need to know for this holiday weekend? I might wear a red, white, and blue shirt for Monday. Okay. In a mom voice, Sherry, you're so funny. Please hit the like button. I am this close to 6,000 subscribers. Make that red button turn gray. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who has super chatted, to the moderators, Lucky Girl, Jay, Sherry. What do you and I need to know for this holiday weekend? And Mercury's in retrograde. And we're in still eclipse energy. And some of the big heavy planet movers are changing things up. All right, here we go. Okay, get together with family. Safety first, of course. If you can't gather with family, gather with some other Memorial Day celebrations and or honoring people from our past, people who have gone through the gate, people who served our country. Celebrations, happiness, music, and dancing. Keep it very balanced. Don't overdo, don't overdrink or eat. Try to stay balanced. That's key. That's always key, right? They're always trying to watch over us. Give thanks to all those who have gone before us. Some of us will have very good weather, and some of us are not going to have very good weather. Still, let's do some celebrations. Yeah, don't be by yourself. So let's just, even with one friend, let's talk about the healing stuff. Hi, Curious Cindy. Let's talk about picking a partner here in chat. Okay, don't be by yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, that came up in the last reading. What do you and I need to know for the last few days? Get out of the cave, you guys. It's not going to help you. It isn't going to help you. Wear a mask if you need to wear a mask. Don't wear a mask if you don't want to wear a mask. I've gotten rid of my mask. I mean, I have one in my purse and my truck if it's needed, but I don't have it now. Okay, so do not separate yourself. Do not go into the past. And don't be by yourself. This isn't good. Do not separate yourself. You are not separate. You're part of the quantum physics particles. You are love. You are loved. Don't swing your sword. Don't let any negative energy come in here and start swinging your sword. I'm not going to that. I'm not going to this. They feel this way. I'm not going. Don't do that. Don't go. Don't do it. Okay, so could be a little bit rocky. Could have some rocky emotions. Don't cut people out. Don't cut yourself out. Separation isn't good for anyone, right? Overcome emotions. Don't react in a quick manner. Don't aggressive drive. Don't get mad if someone cut you off. Don't do it. Don't do it. Those are aggressive drugs. Pay it forward, help somebody out. Pay it forward, help somebody out, okay? So go towards that vibration and give yourself plenty of extra time to get ready in the mornings. Don't rush. Do not rush. Don't rush. It will cause a problem, and you could lose your cool a little bit. So if you give yourself a little bit more time in the morning to get your schedule together, make up food in advance if you need to. That's what we did before we went over to my son's house last night. So prepare, give yourself some extra time, and your balance will be much better. So apparently it's going to be easy to get off balance on accident and make you rush and make you a little moody, or someone else. So ignore moody people and give yourself plenty of time to prepare. Pay it forward, help somebody out, okay? Just do something nice. Even just one thing, okay? If you're interested in doing the experiment with me, want to be put on the list for the prayer going back in time to send. Thank you, Jocelyn. That's very kind of you. That means so much to me, Jocelyn. Thank you so much. All right, so just email me, thewayofpositivechange@gmail. All right, and I think I'm going to assign Wednesday to more of these questions about quantum physics, healing, and going back to the date of the time of an injury, whether it's emotional or physical. Okay? Much love to you guys. Take care. Have a great holiday weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. It'll still be the holiday. Okay. Much love.